There's just one day to go until the Olympics, but controversy surrounds the opening ceremony. There are more arrivals in Tokyo and one departure, with Uganda's missing weightlifter found after having fled his hotel last week, put on a flight home. Welcome to your Daily Review Tokyo. With just one day to go until the Tokyo Games officially begin, the opening ceremony itself was plagued by controversy, with the show's director dismissed over a joke about the Holocaust. Kentaro Kobayashi, who is also in charge of the closing ceremony, made the joke in a comedy show in 1998. Kobayashi had only been appointed in March after his predecessor, Hiroshi Sasaki, resigned after inappropriate comments about Japanese female entertainer Naomi Watanabe. Earlier this week, a composer whose music was to be used at the ceremony also resigned, after interviews about him boasting about bullying classmates resurfaced. There was more opening ceremony-related controversy, with Australian Olympic Committee President John Coates forced to defend an awkward exchange in which he publicly ordered Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk to attend the ceremony. It came hours after Brisbane was announced as the host city for the 2032 Olympics, overshadowing what should have been a moment of celebration. Coates attempted to downplay the incident. "The Premier and I have a long-standing and very successful relationship. We both know the spirit of my remarks, and I have no indication that she was offended in any way." Palaszczuk had been criticized for traveling to Tokyo amid the pandemic, given the announcement was considered a foregone conclusion, with Brisbane the only bid being voted on by the IOC. But while some saw Coates' comments as providing cover for the Premier, many more accused him of misogyny. The USA men's basketball team, the most high-profile athletes at these games, are starting to come together as a team, according to star forward Kevin Durant.
Guys get more comfortable with each other and their roles on the team, and that's only going to go well for us as we start to play real games.
There's further integration still needed, with three members of the squad, Milwaukee Bucks duo Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, and Phoenix Suns all-star Devin Booker jumping straight on a plane after their teams contested the NBA Finals. And Team USA head coach Greg Popovich warned against expecting too much from the trio.
I don't know how the plane's going to affect them, and that's not an easy flight, but it is true that they won't be as ready to play in the sense of execution that we might want. But that's understandable.
Though the USA's team isn't as strong as those of the Dream Team era, the Americans will still go in as favorites, despite the gap having narrowed between them and the rest of the world. After shock defeats to Nigeria and Australia in their first two warm-ups, Team USA delivered better outings against Argentina and Spain, the top two finishers at the last FIBA World Cup.
So it was good to kind of get a punch in the mouth early on. To remind us that it's not going to be a cakewalk.
The USA's first clash of the games comes against the team that knocked them out of the World Cup, France, on Sunday. Though off-field matters still dominated much of the attention in Tokyo, there was preliminary competition taking place across the country. In softball, the USA took its second straight shutout win by beating Canada 1-0. Japan also made it 2-0 with a walk-off 3-2 win over Mexico. And Australia bounced back from opening day defeat with a 1-0 win over Italy. And in men's football, Mexico soundly outplayed France in a 4-1 victory in Tokyo. Egypt held Spain to a stalemate in Sapporo. Chris Wood scored the only goal as New Zealand beat the Republic of Korea. And in a rematch of the final from Rio, Brazil once again triumphed over Germany. Join us again tomorrow on the Daily Review Tokyo.